Okay, so let's record the session. Okay, so before I start, okay, welcome everyone. Welcome to our weekly Zoom cooking show. So our theme today is apa dia? Raya open house. So I bet all of us penuh dengan Raya open house since it's Raya month. Kan Raya kan sebulan kan orang cakap. Okay, so before I start, I nak tanya kat sini. Siapa yang first time join our Zoom cooking show? You tekan 1 if you first time join and you tekan 0 if this is your second time. I just want to know the audience. Okay, Shikin. Okay, Shikin, you're the first time join. Siapa lagi yang first time join? Ifa. Hi Ifa. Syuhada pun first time. Okay. Who else first time? Sarah. Okay, ramai juga first time join. Okay, siapa lagi yang first time join Zoom cooking show? Hi Ifa. Alia pun first time join. Ramai first time. Siapa yang dah pernah join? Cuba tekan you type number 2. Maybe our existing customers ke advisors ya. Advisors of course kan. Hello morning. Okay, siapa yang dah pernah join our Zoom cooking show? Hemi diva of Glamomix of course pernah kan. Okay, so before I start, ramai lagi mood raya Okay, sebelum tu kan, okay, our show will be 30 to 12 plus. So you can grab, I dah grab kuih raya since kita beraya now. So kita nak mood open house, you ambil lah any kuih raya yang ada. And then siap ada ni, nampak ni, coffee, latte. Siap ada coffee lagi. With coffee, okay, with coffee, good, heavy. Okay, so you just enjoy. Kalau this session is recorded, so kalau you tak sempat nak tengok halfway ke apa, our advisor will send the recording to you, and also the recording ada dekat our support group. Okay, so we have 3 chefs today. We have first Zulaika. Hi Zulaika. Okay, Zulaika. Okay, nampak je lambai je kan. Okay, and then we have Swee San. Swee San will make Pau Sambal today, and Zarina. Hi Zarina. Okay, so before we start, okay, let me share you the screen and show you apa tu Thermomix. Okay, what is Thermomix? I bet that most of you dah dengar macam-macam kan about Thermomix. Okay, so nampak tak screen? Okay, so this is our team today, Raya Open House. I lupa nak introduce myself. Myself is Amirah. You can find me on Instagram with this Amirah as your host today. Swee San, Swee Cooks. You can boleh take your phone and follow our Instagram, Swee Cooks, and then Zuka the Explorer, and as well Cook for Love. Okay, so dekat Instagram ni, advisor ni, they will share a lot of recipes and also cooking videos, so you wajib follow. Okay, so selamat hari. Okay, so before that, sebelum tu, before I terlupa, I would like to wish to all of you selamat hari raya, and I hope you will enjoy the month, sebab kita dah 2 tahun kan tak beraya, so make full use of the time, enjoy this raya, and bila kalau you ada Thermomix, this is the best time for you to use the Thermomix, sebab kan hari tu the government, they announce the raya lambat kan, so those with Thermomix, I know you will not have any issues, asalkan ada bahan, then you dah boleh buat. Okay, so let me introduce you the team. Our team is Glamomix.
Mira, you mute.
Yeah, sorry, I can mute. Okay, so our team is from Glamomix team. So we have more than, I think now dah easily more than 300 advisors from all walks of life. Okay, so we have doctors with us, we have engineers, we even have housewife, geologists, macam-macam lah, pharmacists. Zuka is a pharmacist, and so many profession, and they choose to be a Thermomix advisor. So we just imagine. Okay, so if you buy from our team, the best thing I would say memang ni ramai sangat nak. Ramai yang team from outside customer from luar, ramai yang tanya I, Mira, boleh tak I nak join you punya Telegram group? Boleh tak I nak bayar? You know, they are willing to pay because the best part is we provide Telegram recipe library. Okay, I myself, I banyak sangat masak from our Telegram punya recipe sebab our advisors contribute the recipe especially for our customers. So kalau you beli dengan kita orang, you akan dapat this access on the Telegram recipe library. Okay, so for our customers with thousands of recipe, banyak sangat recipe Melayu. You know, I selalu buat apa ni Chinese siakap steamed fish tu memang seriously sedap gila, and so many recipe yang best lah. Okay. And then on top of that, we have customer support group to answer all the questions. So if you have any issues, we have the customer support group. Tu pun I dapat feedback, you know, ada yang macam message I cakap, okay, I want to buy from Glamomix because I know that your support group is, you know, one of the best, you know. So dekat situ we have you know sharing from other customers, and then we also share regular recipe sharing and also activity updates. Contohnya macam, okay, hari ni you tak tahu nak masak apa kan, tiba-tiba Azrin share, oh hari ni I masak tepung pelita kan. So you pun ada idea, oh I nak masak jugalah tepung pelita, you know. So benda tu macam bila you ada Thermomix, dia lagi macam, oh lagi, you know, you macam, you lagi ada idea, oh I nak buat ni lah, dia macam lagi best tau. Okay, so team weekly Zoom cooking show macam sekarang ni. Okay, so every week kita ada 2 kali Zoom cooking show. So malam pun ada, today pun ada, both from our team, Dynamics and also Glamomix, all under Uno branch. Okay, so please come and join the fun and support our our activities. You know, so kalau contohnya next week, kalau contoh lah you belum decide lagi nak beli, you can just reach out to the one yang approach you, cakap, I nak join jugalah, nak tengok next week sebab our Zoom cooking show memang sangat-sangat best. Okay. Okay, so next. Okay, so my life before Thermomix. Okay, I nak tanya dekat sini yang dah beli Thermomix. Okay, how is your life before Thermomix? Korang selalu order Grab ke atau macam mana? What is your life before Thermomix? I just nak tahu. Those yang sebelum ni ada Thermomix. Okay, macam I kan. Okay, let me share lah about myself. Macam myself before Thermomix, sebelum ni I memang, you know, memang orang cakap nak masuk. Macam kalau I masuk dapur tu, either I buat nasi goreng, I buat benda yang I selalu buat, you know, yang macam kalau kita buat, confirm jadi. So kadang I buat, contohlah nak buat simple things je, tiba tak jadi. So nak kena basuh, and then macam you nak jamu orang pun you malu kan, betul tak? So macam Grab kalau malas. Okay, Grab tu is, you know, the most common thing lah. I think like now you dah ada the technology, tekan je beli kan. But you just imagine how much you spend sebulan untuk Grab, okay? So working, cooking and taking care of children, memang tak ada masa nak masak kan. Don't know how to cook, that is me. Lots of appliances, I memang banyak gila kitchen appliances. And then banyak, lots of things to wash. Food allergy, macam my daughter Alisa, dia ada food allergy. And then take away food, okay? So macam Grab tu is the most common things lah. Memang orang akan Grab food untuk beli. Okay, so my passion. Okay, Hemi I don't cook, then cook masa MCO selalu jadi dan tak jadi, tak konsisten. Then ada Grab, then guna home factory, dia masak benda sama juga. Okay, betul. Macam sebelum I Thermomix, I memang masak benda sama je lah. You know, once I have Thermomix, you know, memang berubah lah. You know, my menu sampai negara, you know, negara daripada entah negara mana pun I akan buat. We even have Uzbekistan punya chicken kan. Benda tu sampai ada Thermomix, you wajib buat. Okay, so your passion. So of course lah, you know, kita nak masak, we don't want to duduk dekat dapur berjam-jam kacau rendang kan. All we want is actually the family happily eating together. Kita nak makan-makan, nak borak-borak, bukannya nak duduk lama. Memanglah ramai orang cakap, I tak nak Thermomix lah sebab I nak traditional cooking. Okay, I understand that, but you know, it's the same like using washing machine. You nak basuh tangan tu, you nak guna washing machine. You know, I will relate with washing machine lah. And macam contohnya macam if you have the technology, make full use of it, you know. Because you know, macam just imagine you masak rendang, you letak, you tinggalkan 18 minit, you tak payah kacau. For me, that's amazing, you know. Kalau if I want to use that technology, so make full use of it. Those who don't have Thermomix, Trust me, trust my words. It will be very worth it lah. Okay, easy cooking and also healthy eating. So why do I say healthy eating? It's like paying your health insurance. You know, so macam you health insurance. Okay, sebulan berapa you bayar for your health insurance? At least lah, at least RM200 to RM300 kan for a good health insurance. So by paying Thermomix, kalau you ambil full installment now, you are paying RM291, okay, with a 0% interest. So dia macam bayar health insurance sebab you feed a good food to, not to you not to you only, but to whole family. You just imagine masak sayur, masak tak kisahlah, masak apa ni, even chicken stock pun you boleh buat sendiri, condensed milk pun you boleh buat sendiri. You just cakap je apa benda semua, insyaAllah boleh buat dengan Thermomix. Okay, next. Okay, so very true, especially kalau tambah medical cards for anak-anak, betul. Okay, so I memang akan relate Thermomix ni dengan health insurance sebab macam Alisa, my daughter ada eczema and very severe eczema and allergic. She cannot eat eggs and peanuts. So I memang tak fikir panjang bila I nak ambil Thermomix ni sebab I tahu dia memang kalau makan luar je, either muka dia bengkak, you know, sebab tiba-tiba telur or macam-macam lah. So I tak nak take the risk and you know what, I just cook at home. Okay, so what is Thermomix? What is all the hype? You boleh tengok ramai sangat orang dulu sebab I ada Thermomix dulu tau, 2 tahun lepas. I rasa orang tak tahu pun. I pernah tengok Thermomix. I pernah tengok Thermomix masa I travel dekat Belgium, dekat Bruges. It's a very small village lah, dekat I tak ingat which country, but at Bruges, okay, at Bruges. So, tapi dia tak guna TM ni tau, TM6 ni. Dia guna TM, I rasa dia guna TM31 ke apa. Dia buat roti, I tengok that guy is a very old guy. Dia buat roti, I duduk Airbnb dengan host lah. Dia buat roti for us, for me and my sister sebab time tu I travel dengan my sister. Dengan dia buat jam, you know, dia ambil dekat belakang rumah dia letak, dia biar kerja dia bawa lagi tau. I macam time tu macam, gila, I ingat ke dekat Belgium je kan ada mesin tu. Rupanya it's all over the world. Kalau di Europe, it's even famous there lah. Maybe dekat Asian market dia baru nak famous, but if you go to Europe, it's very famous, okay? Yeah, TM31. I think that guy dia ada TM31. So macam, you know, bila I fikir balik, I tak ada gambar lah, but I still can remember that. Okay, so it's an original all-in-one super kitchen machine. It's all started back at 1961 with a blender, and then they add the heating function, and then lepas tu 2014 they add kan the Wi-Fi. So that is where we have cookie dough. Cookie dough tu nanti Zarina akan explain more what is cookie dough. It's our online recipe library, which ada 80,000, okay, 80,000 recipes. So kalau you cakap you malas nak masak, you buka cookie dough, you tengok apa yang you nak masak. Okay, so and the best thing is this company dah ada since 1883, 1000, you know, 1883. So you just imagine how much established the company is and how much research they have spent to invest in this one machine, which is Thermomix. Okay, and this is one of the fact that every 23 seconds, one Thermomix is sold all around the world. Okay, so it is possible for all of you to own it because you can make an installment which with only RM9 a day, 24-month installment. Okay, so this week is actually the last week. So next week, kita lagi seminggu, 23 Mei ni, company akan naikkan the deposit, okay? It's no longer 2,988. It will be higher. I'm not sure when. So we have to wait until 23 Mei ni to see what is the new installment. So kalau you nak beli, memang I advise you now is the best time. Okay, I dah jual 2 tahun kita Thermomix ni. If you want it, if you have doubt, I advise you just grab now. Now is actually the best time to get it. Okay, so what you will get bila you beli Thermomix, okay? So belakang I ni, okay, this is the Thermomix. Okay, you selalu dengar Thermomix kan? Let me show you what you will get bila you beli Thermomix, okay? So, Thermomix ni is designed by the German engineer. So when you talk about German technology, you know, we have Audi, okay? So macam you just imagine you ada a German technology at your kitchen. So macam for me, I sanggup jual lah, you know, all the electrical appliances macam steamer ke apa kan, I will sell, memang honestly I dah jual dah, I punya bread maker, steamer semua I dah jual. I replace it with only one machine. So kalau you rasa macam, oh I tak cukup lah deposit ni orang nak bayar, one of the way is you boleh jual, you know, you can sell actually your kitchen appliances and you convert this one, buat deposit tu untuk bayar Thermomix, okay? Okay, so apa yang you akan dapat? Okay, actually I tinggikan I punya Thermomix ni. So you akan dapat this one. This is the Thermomix. Okay, so what you will get, this is the mixing bowl. Okay, so this is a high quality stainless steel mixing bowl. Dia ada 2.2 liter. You boleh masak 2.2 liter. Macam I lah, I rasa 10 orang pun boleh masak sebenarnya. Sebab I selalu je masak for my whole family. I masak macam apa, chicken rendang ke. Actually 10 orang pun boleh juga. Okay, this is the mixing bowl. And this is the, dalam tu dia ada apa ni, the blade dia ada reverse dengan ada dia ada reverse blade tu maksudnya dia akan go to blunt side lah, so that kalau you masak ayam, dia tak hancur ayam tu. Okay, dengan dia ada yang the normal rotation. Okay, so the best part about the blade is very powerful, that the mixing knife, kalau you guna lama pun, it is a frictionless, okay? So it will not generate the heat. So that's why lah kalau macam contoh lah, you guna blender kan, you guna at least lah 2 jam je memang dah hancur dah blender tu. Confirm meletup ke or panas kan. Tapi kalau dengan Thermomix, I hari tu balik kampung memang, you know, daripada pagi sampai malam, I buat sous vide. First, I punya daging keras. So, I terpaksa sous vide kan my daging. And then, I masak sambal, I masak pengat pisang gitu sebab gas datang. You bayangkan gas cakap, oh Mira, I nak datang lagi sejam. Masa gas tu datang, gas sudah dekat rumah, I baru nak buat pengat pisang. Tapi I boleh borak lagi dengan gas tu. All you have to do, that's the best thing lah. Macam, you know, kalau bagi I lah, honestly kalau you beli Thermomix ni lagi lambat sebenarnya lagi rugi, okay? Just trust my word, because I dah ada Thermomix ni dah 2 years. For me, my only hypothesis is that, yeah, the later you buy, actually lagi rugi sebenarnya sebelum everything. Okay, so this is the measuring cup. Okay, the measuring cup you boleh you boleh sukat minyak ke air ke apa, you masukkan kat dalam tu. Okay, so this is the lid. So kalau you masak, you tutup benda ni. Okay, so dekat dalam ni, you nampak tak screen dia ni? Screen dia ni, you boleh nak apa ni? Okay, so dekat screen ni you boleh tengok lah. Dekat sini lah you baca, oh recipe je. Press next, okay? Pusing. You just follow je. That's why I cakap kalau you masak yang tak tahu masak pun is very useful. Yang power masak pun is even better, okay? Sebab dekat dalam group kita orang ramai sangat yang you know, aunty-aunty yang power masak. They said they even, you know, use Thermomix very often. Okay, so this is the butterfly whisk. Butterfly whisk ni kita guna untuk nak whisk macam whipping cream. You nak buat nasi goreng pun you guna benda ni juga, okay? So all you have to do is you just ambil ni Thermomix ni, you masukkan je. So you just imagine they have designed this Thermomix, semua dia dah fikir dah macam mana nak guna benda ni. You masukkan ni, so you dah boleh buat whipping cream. You nak buat, okay, just imagine nak buat ice cream pun boleh, okay? Siapa yang dah ada Thermomix, you wajib buat ice cream. I buat chocolate ice cream for my daughter, dia memang suka gila. And then I nak suruh dia makan, you know, buah. I buat strawberry ice cream, mango ice cream, semua I bagi dia. Kalau I bagi macam tu, dia tak makan dululah. Now I buat macam tu, dia makan. And then yang paling best, you tahu apa yang you letak ingredients kan dalam ice cream tu. Okay, so and then apa lagi you akan dapat? You akan dapat simmering basket. Benda ni paling famous lah kalau you ada Thermomix. I rasa benda yang you akan selalu guna sebab simmering basket ni is where you masak nasi. So kalau you masak nasi, you letaklah you masak nasi kat sini. So if you masak nasi kat sini, the best part is dia punya kanji semua akan turun tau. So it's a low GI rice. So siapa yang nak diet, please masak nasi banyak-banyak guna Thermomix, okay? So you akan dapat spatula. Okay, spatula Thermomix ni memang sangat-sangat famous. Sebab kenapa? Okay, they have they have carefully designed the spatula. Sebab kalau you letak kat sini, contohlah you masak sambal, so sambal dia penuh kat sini. Tapi biasanya kalau kita guna spatula biasa, you kena letak pinggan kan. Tapi dengan spatula ni, you boleh letak macam ni je. So dia tak touch pun the surface. Nampak tak? Okay, so and then another magic thing about this spatula is Kalau contohlah you masak nasi, you letak macam ni, and then you biarkan macam ni. So tak panas lah, you tak kena panas tu. Okay, so you will get this one, semi basket spatula, and then on top of that you akan dapat varoma. Okay, varoma dish. So varoma dish ni is used untuk you nak steam. You nak steam ikan, you nak steam ayam, semua you boleh guna kat sini. You nak steam kuih pelita ke, steam muka ke, macam-macam you boleh buat kat sini. Okay, so this is varoma. So how you want to use it is you take this one, you letak je dekat atas ni. So dia akan steam everything. So kalau you nak buat chicken rice ke apa kan, dia boleh steam semua sekali. Sini you masak nasi, bawah tu you buat soup, atas ni you steam chicken. Okay, so yang those who have Thermomix, you can try buat chicken rice. And you can dapat juga this one. The splash guard. So this one kalau you goreng benda yang panas ke apa, you can guna benda ni, you akan letak dekat atas ni. Sebab this one is basically to guard you from the percikan minyak, for high temperature punya recipe. Begitu ya. Okay. So ada soalan ke? If you have any question, you can just type at the chat box. We have a lot of advisors with us. So yeah, just ask away. Okay, you can also unmute. Okay, so macam I cakap tadi, Thermomix is all you ever need. Okay, the longer you wait, lagi banyak doubt you ada. So the solution is you just pejam mata beli. Okay, taklah. Tapi macam honestly, trust me, yang orang cakap macam, oh, I takut tak guna lah Amirah, I takut macam, I tak sure lah, trust me, I tak tahu lah, you just ask Thermomix user lah, you ask the husband, kalau once you dah ada Thermomix, the husband actually yang untung, nak buat roti, boleh, asalkan you rajin je. Sebab, macam semalam kan, my mom cakap, Amirah, boleh ke you kupas bawang? You nak kupas bawang pun sebenarnya sangat senang. You letak dekat tu, you tahu tak Thermomix kupas bawang? Korang tahu tak? Boleh, okay? So, you nak kupas bawang ke apa, semua boleh dari Thermomix, okay? So, it's all you ever need, okay? This machine is all you ever need. This is actually the future of cooking. So, lagi lambat you beli sebenarnya lagi rugi. I memang selalu cakap benda tu. Lagi lama you beli, nasib baik I dah beli 2 tahun lepas. So, I rasa memang, ya Allah, memang I'm so grateful that, Izrin text me and ask me to buy. Memang best lah. Tu je I boleh cakap. Okay, it's worth it. So worth it. Okay, so Thermomix is all you ever need. Dia boleh buat rice cooker. So, you dah boleh lah, sekejap, I'm looking at my phone. You dah boleh dah, okay, sous vide. Sous vide ni is one of benda yang I selalu buat. Okay, kalau you pergi macam 5-star restaurant, they are actually charging, macam, okay, contohlah you makan steak kan. Minimum that you have to pay is actually, at least lah 1,000 ringgit for a good steak, like the marble steak, Wagyu or Angus Black ke apa. Sebab dia akan sous vide the steak first. And baru dia sear the steak. So, kalau you beli Thermomix, you boleh buat kat rumah benda ni. And the taste is actually the same, Asalkan you tahu macam nak perap daging tu semua, and you sear the steak at rumah, and you enjoy with your whole family. You dah jimat banyak. Okay? And a good sous vide machine will cost you 3,000. So, you just imagine, you dapat semua electrical appliances ni pun you tak tahu you beli dekat brand apa. But with this Germany product, you will get one machine, and you boleh buat macam-macam. Satu family happy. Okay, rice cooker, cream whipper, semua ni lah you boleh replace this thing. Okay, so I rasa I dah banyak sangat cakap. Okay, let me pass the floor to our first chef, which is Zarina. Zarina, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, over to you. Enjoy everyone. Kita tengok macam nak buat rendang. I pun tak sabar nak tengok. Okay, over to you, Zarina.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone. My name is Zarina. Okay, first of all, Zarina nak mengucapkan kepada semua selamat Hari Raya. Maaf saya batin. Okay, so since today's theme is Raya Open House, Zarina akan tunjukkan, akan demo how easy it is guna Thermomix. Okay,
it's
so
11 o'clock.
There are 3 ways for you to masak lah guna Thermomix ni. First, the first option is guna guided cooking. mode, and then the second one is using the manual cooking mode. Okay, kalau you guna cookbooks ke apa, you kena do manually or your own recipes. And the third one is a preset functions. Okay, so for today, Zarina akan gunakan the guided cooking mode, alright? Cookie dough recipe lah. So all you have to do is just search for the recipe on your machine ni, dekat your machine, and then dia akan keluarkan the recipe kat sini lah. So if you scroll down, dia akan bagi tahu you all the ingredients and the preparation lah, okay? Tips and tricks, hints, everything. So senang aja, kita just kena klik start cooking, alright? So before that, the bahan-bahan yang diperlukan, biasalah, okay, kita perlukan coconut milk, kita perlukan garlic cloves, all the recipe ingredients tu ada kat situ. Okay, bawang ada shallot, ada lengkuas, sengkuang. Lepas tu kita ada kunyit, ginger, kita punya dried chili. Okay, so dia required me to pakai 100 grams of fresh chili, tapi because I like pedas-pedas, I gantikan dengan cili padi lah, alright? So you can always adjust lah ikut cita rasa you. So kita pakai buah keras, and ada daun limau purut, santan, all the basic ingredients, alright? So jom kita mulakan. So dengan cookie dough ni sangat-sangat senang, dia ada guided step-by-step instructions, so all you have to do is just follow, okay? So dia kata kat sini, first add 50 grams of coconut oil, okay? So the TM6 ni ada its own built-in weighing scale, so it's really convenient. Now you can actually just campak-campak je, right? You don't have to pre-measure. But because of I tengah buat demo ni, I pre-measured lah. Okay, so 50 grams of coconut oil. Okay, senang aja pakai cookie dough ni. Orang yang baru nak start masak pun boleh masak sekarang, because all the recipes are guided, so you just have to follow. And then 15 grams of garlic cloves, so kita punya bawang putih. And then kita next lagi, just follow je, 65 grams of shallot, so kita just add in everything. And then it is telling you to put galangal around 10 grams. Alright, and then 1 cm of fresh turmeric. Okay, I didn't have fresh turmeric, baru last minute sedar tak ada, so I letak just kunyit lah, the turmeric powder. Alright. Okay, so just next lagi, and then dia kata 1 cm fresh ginger, so add in your ginger. So nampak tak, senang aja. All you have to just follow the steps lah, okay? The guided instructions. So 100 grams of fresh chili, tapi I gunakan dalam 6 cili padi, like 3 green and 3 merah, so that my rendang ni pedas. So kalau rendang ni pedas-pedas baru ada umpan, so I gantikan lah, so you guys can always tweak lah, okay? So next, 10 grams of dried chili ni, dia kata deseeded lah, so you kena soak. Everything is very precise, dia macam very exact lah, dia akan bagi tahu you have to soak ke everything, okay? So don't worry, just follow je. Alright, and then next lagi 3 buah keras, okay, 3 candle nuts, so just 3. Then next 2 stalks of lemongrass ni, okay, ada 2 batang serai, okay, the white part ni dia akan bagi tahu kat situ. Okay, so now dia kata insert measuring cup, so this is your MC cup into mixing bowl ni. Because some cooking recipe dia akan require different accessory, okay, some suruh buka, so disuruh kita letak, follow je. And then next again, so for cookie dough recipes, rest assured you tak perlu risau, you don't have to, sebab dia dah preset the time temperature, so all you have to do is just turn the speed selector. Kat sini dia kata for 20 seconds, turn speed selector to speed 8. So turn all the way to 8. Okay, we're done. So if you dengar this bunyi ni, maknanya is calling you for the next step, okay? So all you have to do is click next again for the next instruction. So dia kata scrape down, okay? So every time lepas kita blend, kita nak make sure kita scrape everything down, sebab lepas ni kita nak saute lah, kita nak tumis. Okay? So lepas ni dia akan suruh kita blend lagi satu kali, okay? Sebab kita nak dia fine sikit lah. Alright, so push everything down and dekat the lid pun. Okay, so this year I dah buat rendang guna Thermomix 5 kali. Okay, and seriously masa hari tu terkejutkan last minute. But dengan Thermomix insyaAllah you tak akan kalut lah sebab you ada bahan macam Amirah kata, you boleh just buat je, masak je sebab you tak perlu nak masak the night before and all. Okay, so click next again. Dia kata insert measuring cup into mixing bowl lid, so tutup and another 15 seconds we are going to blend it. Okay, sama speed, speed 8. Okay, so click next lagi sekali. So dia suruh kita scrape again before kita put in the next ingredient. Right, just bear with me. Just scrape down. Okay, so memang sangat senang nak merendang guna Thermomix ni. Okay, kadang-kadang tetamu cakap nak datang last minute pun I can quickly masak macam Amirah kata tadi, sambil-sambil kita borak dengan diorang, kita boleh masak. So it's really convenient. Okay, so now kita just click next again. Okay, so kita akan saute for 8 minutes. Okay, so dia suruh kita tutup. Alright, so just tutup. So for 8 minutes dah setkan. So for 8 minutes 120 degrees Celsius, all you have to do is turn speed selector to speed spoon on reverse. Okay, so so the blade actually ada two sides to it, the blunt and the sharp. But kalau you guna cookie dough, don't worry lah, you'll be safe sebab dia akan automatically set to the reverse mode. Okay, so dia akan gunakan the blunt side of the blade. Okay, so while waiting for 8 minutes, I just want to share sikit lah, okay, my Raya prep using my Thermomix. So memang sangat-sangat convenient lah bila kita nak prep barang-barang bahan-bahan kita untuk masak untuk raya. Okay, so for example macam tadi kita boleh kupas bawang, kita boleh buat your garlic paste, and then you can do your chili pork. Okay, and it's really easy. Okay, kuah kacang nak prepare kan, kita kalau buat manually nak kupas kulit dia tu macam leceh, renyah, but then with the Thermomix machine ni kita boleh kupas kulit for only 30 seconds, you dah boleh kupas kulit kacang you tu untuk buat kuah kacang. Okay, so my menu, okay, masa raya hari tu memang tiba-tiba dia announce. Okay, tapi nasib baik dah beli bahan awal. Alright, so the next day orang nak datang. Right, so I masak lah, kita masak, I cook dalca, lepas tu kita buat rendang ayam, nasi minyak. Okay, and yang bestnya bila ada Thermomix ni, okay, bila kita masak rendang tu kan kita tak perlu nak gaun macam right now I'm like I can speak to you guys. Okay, dia stir, is auto cooking and auto stirring, so no monitoring needed. So while kat sini masak rendang, I boleh actually masak kat my second machine my nasi pula. Alright, my nasi minyak. And then I also ordered the daging dendeng from Dapur Dahlia. So while dua ni tengah assist me in my cooking, I pergi pula lah dekat my stove and it's ready to eat punya dendeng. So I just masukkan aja, panaskan dekat the stove. And when that's done, actually dia akan panggil I for the next step. So sangat-sangat convenient. Okay, dalam satu masa you boleh do a lot of other stuff. Okay, so while this is cooking your rendang, and then you boleh pula pergi prep you punya bahan-bahan untuk nak buat kuah kacang. Okay, so you prepare lah, you can kupas the kulit, everything. So you can do a lot of other things in between. Okay, so menjimat masa kita, boleh jimat masa, and then sometimes kita dah habis tu kita nak pergi mandi kejap pun, you boleh mandi make up. Okay, sebab tetamu nak datang kan, so you boleh buat macam tu. Tak perlu risau. Kalau kita kat stove kita takut hangit. Okay, nanti kita punya pan tu jadi terbakar hangit kan. So but with Thermomix ni, rest assured dia safe. Okay, so dia akan stir for you, cook for you. When you tengah make up tu, once it's done, contohnya dah masak and you tak attend to it, it will automatically be switched off. So you don't have to worry. Okay, so memang sangat best lah. Okay, Thermomix is really worth investment. Okay, so moving on, I'm just going to explain a little bit on cookie dough. Since hari ni I buat guided cooking, using the guided cooking mode, so I'm going to explain what is cookie dough actually. Okay, so cookie dough is actually the world's largest guided cooking library. Okay, it's an online recipe library di mana all of you akan ada access to over 80,000 recipes just at your fingertips. Okay, so macam-macam resepi dia ada. You have Italian, Japanese, Korean, Thai food, Indian food, French, German, Malaysian, Indonesian food. So banyak lah. So it's like a recipe library where a lot of recipe contributors around the world, dia akan submit their recipes kat forward. Okay, so diorang akan actually test out the recipes, all try and tested. Okay, try and tested simply to memudahkan user, so that bila user macam pakai, kita tak get frustrated lah, especially if we are new to baking or kita tak pernah masak. So when we use the guided cooking mode, insyaAllah if you follow closely the recipes akan jadi. Okay, so bila kita buat semua jadi, kita tak adalah rasa frustrated, tak nak cuba lagi kan, kita jadi macam semangat lagi nak masak, nak prepare healthy good meals, you know, for your family. Okay, so that's really important. So that is what Cookido is. Okay, it has guided step-by-step instructions on your 6.8-inch beautiful touchscreen display. Okay, so all you have to do is just follow the instructions and just click next. Okay, so one thing best pasal Thermomix ni, dia ada software updates from time to time. Okay, so dia macam your smartphones. So kalau kita one morning when you wake up, dia akan suruh you update your software. Okay, so before this, before the update, kita hanya ada guided step-by-step instructions. But now with the new updated software, kita ada guided videos as well. Okay, so apa tu guided videos? So when you macam sometimes kita bake, kita buat roti ke, we cannot imagine how to shape the dough. Kan, kalau kita baca je, kita tak boleh imagine. So when you just click on the video, it will actually show you how to shape your pavlovas or your doughs, you know, to make your bread, to plate it. So you akan tahulah macam mana caranya. So even how to masukkan the butterfly whisk, the accessories pun dia akan tunjuk. You just play je the video. So it's that canggih, okay? So really worth the investment, okay? Because you invest one time, but you get more cooking functions and more cooking recipes, you know, in the future. Okay, from 60,000. When I bought mine, it was 60,000 recipes. Tapi sekarang dah 80,000. Okay, so in the future can be 100,000, 200,000. Okay. So apart from that, dengan Cookido ni you can customize your recipes. Okay, you nak masak apa, you nak create your own folder, your own collection, you can do so lah. Okay. So you can have personal collections and favorites. So you can actually search by collection lah, keto collection ke, healthy ke, pasta, or you know, Indian food. So bila dia keluarkan collection tu, you can actually save from your phone or your any devices lah, okay, tablet ke, computer ke. So then dia akan sync kat dalam you punya machine. So when you're on your machine and when you search, you will have it. You will have the collection saved on your handphone dekat machine ni, alright? So banyaklah, it also has a shopping list that you can create. So you boleh create shopping list, so memudahkan kerja you untuk nak membeli all the ingredients lah. So when you buy your ingredients, senang aja kan, you dah ada shopping list, so you tengok from the shopping list je. So memang sangat best tau, they planned it really well, okay. So 120 engineers, by the way, for your information, 120 engineers work together and building us this super kitchen machine. How wonderful. Okay, so articles pun ada, so you can read about a lot of stuff lah. You know, kadang-kadang dia bagi artikel lah, meal prep ke, you know, batch cooking, so dia bagi tips. So you can always read on the articles even. And also yang ni memang best sangat, I suka, weekly planner. You can create your weekly planner. So on the months yang you rasa macam, I need to diet. So you can plan the whole month or the whole 3 months punya meal, apa you nak masak. Kalau untuk bulan puasa pun lagi best lah. So kita tak payahlah macam nak masak apa tomorrow. So kita dah boleh plan awal-awal. Sebelum Ramadan tu kita dah boleh buat 30 days punya recipes. Okay. So and if you choose the right group as well, you will really get the support lah. Macam kita punya Glamomix team ni, kita keluarkan our e-book. Okay, ada 30, ada actually more than, ada 30 hari punya menu, recipes. Including desserts, beverages and main meals lah, tapi about I think 100 over recipes lah that kita orang keluarkan. So memang choosing the right team is really important. Okay, insyaAllah we will guide you. Okay, all of us insyaAllah kita akan guide. Okay, so that's a bit about Cookido. Alright, so next I want to share with you about how Thermomix ni boleh buat ice cream. Okay, before that I will sambung. Okay, dia dah panggil for the next step. So just click next. So now dia kata to masukkan 800 grams of chicken, okay? 800 grams of chicken. Dia tulis kat sini with skin and bones, okay? So kita ikut je lah. Okay. Okay. So then now kita just, make sure that evenly distributed. So kita klik next again. Dia akan suruh kita masak for 18 minutes. Okay, dia dah set kan? 18 minutes, 120 degrees. Reverse speed spoon. Speed spoon is actually the slowest speed. Okay, because kita dah masukkan kita punya ayam, so kita nak dihancur. Dia menggunakan the reverse blade, okay, the blunt side, and using the slowest speed. Okay, so I'm going to continue a little bit. Alright, so Thermomix ni boleh buat ice cream juga. Besides all the other, basically dia boleh buat macam-macam lah. Okay, dodol, rendang, biscuits, cakes, yogurt, cheese, condensed milk, apa-apa je you terfikir nak makan, nak masak, insyaAllah ada resepi dia. Okay, kalau tak ada kat cookie tu, dia akan ada dekat your recipe community groups lah, macam kat FB groups, or you can even Google the recipes, dia akan keluar kat recipe community tu. Okay, community groups. Okay, so basically Thermomix ni boleh buat ice cream. Okay, so now you can actually make healthy ice creams at home with your family. Okay, 100% natural healthy ice cream. Okay, so you boleh buat for, okay, paling cepat ice cream yang paling cepat is only 1 minute. Okay, so all you have to do, bahan-bahan dia you gunakan frozen fruit saja, like dragon fruit, pisang, strawberries. You use the frozen fruit and then you blend, dia akan dapatkan you texture ice cream too, right? But we also have sophisticated flavors like vanilla, chocolate, macadamia nut, pistachio, salted caramel, semua tu pun ada. Okay, so all you have to do, you just kena explore your cookie dough je. Banyak recipes untuk you explore, okay? So sekarang kita boleh buat kita punya own ice cream lah. Tak ada preservatives, tak ada added sugar. It's all natural and you know you're using premium ingredients, okay? Alright, so last but not least, I'm just going to share a little bit on the high temperature and low temperature cooking, okay? So dengan Thermomix ni, you can enjoy the best of both worlds, okay? So macam kalau kita masak dekat stove, kita tak boleh control the temperature, okay? So kita masak sayur pun guna suhu tinggi, kita masak lauk-lauk pun guna suhu tinggi. But dengan Thermomix ni ada the perfect temperature control, you can now actually control the temperature. Bila kita masak sayur tu, for example, you can gunakan temperature yang suhu yang rendah, okay? So when you masak your vegetables using the Thermomix, you will notice that your veggies memang dia akan really vibrant and really hijau. You can see the greens in your vegetables, okay? From that itself, you akan tahu that it preserves the nutrients and vitamins of your vegetables, okay? Itu yang kita nak for our family actually, kan? Nak preserve the vitamins and the nutrients, okay? So that's why you can only achieve that when you use the Thermomix. Bila kita boleh control the suhu. Okay, so kita akan gunakan 120 degrees Celsius only to cook your vegetables. Therefore, you will get really green, really healthy, well preserved nutrients in your vegetables. Okay, so and then kalau kita contohnya kita nak masak something yang bring out the extra flavor pun boleh. So you can also search for high temperature cooking recipes. Okay, macam brown chicken cubes ke, itu semua menggunakan high temperature cooking mode lah. Salted prawns, those recipes on cookie dough, and you can only find it in cookie dough sebab it is for safety measures lah. Okay, so dia tak nak, sebab dia menggunakan suhu yang tinggi lebih daripada 160 darjah Celsius. So they don't want you to simply manually use it lah, takutlah kan ada any injury ke kan, sebab suhu yang tinggi kan, kita import suhu yang tinggi. So that's why you can only cari dekat cookie dough. So you can do salted mushroom, salted prawns, those high temp cooking recipes too. It brings out the flavor in your meat and your bahan tadi lah yang masakkan. Okay, so dengan Thermomix ni kita boleh pilih lah kita nak guna high temperature or low temperature cooking mode. Okay, alright, so you can also make lollipops with your kids, okay, at 170 degrees Celsius using the auto fetch sugar stages. Okay, so kita boleh buat bawang goreng. Okay, high temp ni boleh buat bawang goreng, garlic oil, dengan ikan bilis goreng untuk nasi lemak tu, kacang goreng, and dia punya masak tu cantik sekata. Okay, kita tak perlulah nak jaga api. Kadang-kadang kita buat dia macam hitam atau hangus sikit. But with the Thermomix, you masukkan, you set the timer, you use the guided cooking, dia akan masak cantik. The brown is very sekata, you tak ada over browning, tak ada terbakar. Okay, memang nice. Nicely cooked lah, alright. You can also make dodol, okay, guna sugar stages juga, auto set at 170 degrees Celsius, okay. So Thermomix is all you ever need. I really believe in this. I really agree with this. Okay, memang it's all you ever need. You can cook from breakfast to lunch, dinner, supper, all using the Thermomix. Okay, whether it's roti, cakes, beverages, or your main dishes, semua you boleh pakai. So memang insyaAllah tak ada istilah white elephant because it will be there on your countertop in your beautiful kitchen. So you akan pakai je. Okay, kalau yang lain-lain tu leceh sikit, kita nak kena take out from the cupboard because you don't want it to, you know, look messy kan dekat your kitchen. So you tend to like, you know, store it in the cupboards. Alright, so that's about it. Okay, so now bila ada perfect temperature control ni, you can also melt your chocolate. Okay, tak payah do double boil lagi dah. Just put in the chocolate, melt at 50 degrees Celsius and you have the perfect chocolate ganache. Okay, so I'm going to pass now to Zuka. Later I'll continue my final step. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you Zarina. Okay, so Zuka will continue on the next menu, which is the brownies cookies. Zuka, are you ready? You can unmute your phone or your name. Okay, so over to you Zuka.
Okay, hello. Selamat pagi semua.
Okay, I tak dengar you cakap. Boleh kuat sikit.
Dengar ke?
Okay dah.
Boleh dengar kan?
Okay.
Kalau tak dengar bagi tahu Alright.
Dia tak kuat sangat. Boleh kuat sikit.
Kuat sikit.
Dia very very slow ya.
Yang ni okey ke?
Ni much better.
Okay. Selamat pagi, selamat hari semua. Okay. So tema open house hari raya. Hari ni I nak buat biskut raya lah. So menu yang I pilih sama je dalam cookie dough juga. So dia ada step guided step. Kita start, okay? Okay. So apa yang I suka pasal Thermomix ni? I sekarang tak ada powder sugar, okay. Tapi first step ni sebenarnya untuk buat powder sugar, pakai sugar biasa yang you ada kat rumah, gula kasar. So I dah pre-weigh siap-siap gula ni. If I just put inside, sebab macam Amirah cakap tadi, it's very strong, the blade is very strong. I akan pakai speed tap. Lepas tu I akan transform gula kasar ni jadi powder sugar dalam masa 20 saat. Okay, so tunggu semua ya. Okay, dah siap dah. Nampak tak tu? Dia dah macam dah jadi powder dekat dalam. So, I tak payah pun susah-susah pergi kedai nak kena beli semata-mata kan. And then I just use apa yang ada kat rumah, gula biasa. Lepas tu you buka pun macam, wow, ada dramatic effect macam tu. Okay, siap. So, kalau I ambil bowl ni, I nak tunjuk you guys. Usually I akan tunggu sekejap lah, tapi ini sebab kita tengah buat demo, tengok dia dah jadi powdered sugar dah. So kalau you tak ada icing sugar pun, you boleh buat icing sugar you sendiri, okay? Alright, so yang ni I akan keluarkan dulu sebab nanti yang cookies tu dia actually will be coated with this sugar as well juga lah. So it's one of the reasons why I love my Thermomix so much. Benda-benda lain yang I boleh transform. Contoh, I boleh buat my own ghee kalau I nak buat macam naan kan. And then benda lain, actually kita boleh buat juga yogurt kita sendiri. Yogurt sendiri boleh. Kalau nak buat rice flour, ambil je beras. Lepas tu blend dia kuat-kuat and then dia jadi tepung beras pula. So a lot of things lah you can transform just because of the motor power tu. So kalau pakai blender biasa memang tak jadilah. I takut blender tu rosak one thing, lepas tu takut tak jadi. Is the yang paling susah lah, takut tak jadi tu kan. Okay, so next we are going to go blend the chocolate. So dekat resepi ni dia kata pakai 50% chocolate. Chocolate ada banyak jenis. So you have your milk chocolate, you have your dark chocolate. So dia ada percentage dia lah. So 50% means dia macam ada 50% cocoa dalam tu. Bila you masak tu, dia takkan cair sangat because there's like density there from the cocoa. And also cocoa itself, dia sebenarnya antioxidant. So lagi tinggi cocoa tu, lagi banyak antioxidant property. So kalau you makan milk chocolate, around 30% macam tu, it's not so much of an antioxidant skin food lah, I think. It's not a good, not saying not good, tapi kalau you prefer to have a lot more antioxidants, so you use a higher percentage chocolate, okay? Okay, kita dah buat coklat dekat dalam. Lepas tu yang ni kita akan pakai hazelnuts. Sebab dekat rumah I bought like a big packets of hazelnuts. Kadang-kadang kita beli lagi besar, lagi jimat kan. So I bought this hazelnut sebenarnya sebab I nak buat the chocolate spread. So Nutella version Thermomix. Memang sedap gila. So you pakai you punya hazelnut sendiri, you pakai you punya coklat sendiri. And I tak sure you pernah nampak tak iklan yang dia tunjuk kalau Nutella tu is like 67% of sugar in it. So bila you buat sendiri, you can control your amount of sugar, so it's more healthier that way. Okay. So the hazelnut that I have here is actually to clear everything up in the fridge, and then it's a concept of zero waste lah. I suka pakai everything that I have. I tak suka nak bazirkan. Dengan cookie dough tu, you pakai every recipe that you have, you boleh filter ikut apa ingredients you ada, and you don't waste any of your food, okay? So yang ni pun dia pakai 10 saat je to blend everything. Okay, so tunggu 10 saat. Okay, so 10 seconds and it's done. Macam Amirah cakap tadi, its motor is frictionless, so dia takkan panas pun. So you pakai banyak kali speed 10 pun, it's still okay. So this product, this machine memang is super powerful lah, alright? Okay, so let me just show you also. Tengok dia punya texture is like super fine dah. I rasa if you use a mixer or your own blender, dia takkan jadi macam ni jugalah, alright? It's all because of the power of it, okay? So now kita akan tambah plain flour. So just masuk kat dalam. And then lepas tu baking powder. Okay, so baking powder ni sebab resepi ni I halfkan lah dekat rumah. Ada 2 adults je yang makan, lepas tu another child. So I selalu halfkan recipe, which is not a problem also. And then but dengan Thermomix ni, you can cater up to 4 to 6 adults actually, okay? And so I will surely have a lot of leftovers, which is fine with me. So not to say malas, but I have days where I cook, I have days where I don't cook. So I pun ada masa nak buat benda lain dekat rumah, alright? Okay, so yang ni dah masuk tadi, lepas tu another 10 seconds. So it's like 10 seconds, another 20 seconds just now. Baru 40 seconds in total just to make all this, okay? So this one is just up to speed 4 sebab dia nak mixkan saja. Okay, because bila recipe dalam cookie dough ni, it's like international juga lah. You do have Malay recipes as well, you have Chinese, you have Asian recipes, but a lot of them are also European recipes. So contoh you nak buat kenali kan, I think that is very expensive when you go and buy it dekat kedai. You can use your Thermomix, you search it and you use the recipe yang ada, okay? So macam recipe ni, it's not in English, but bila you buka you punya cookie dough dari phone, you can use the app Google Translate, and then nanti you can see the recipe in English. So it's like very easy jugalah. This one because I dah buat 2-3 kali recipe ni, So I know what it's trying to tell me, like apa recipe yang nak kena masukkan tu, okay? And then the next step was I kena keluarkan this chocolate mixture, okay? And then proceed with the next recipe. Yeah, so if you can, dia bawa near the camera. The texture is like super fine dah. Okay, let's show you guys, okay? Okay, so now dia is like chocolate yang dah blended super fine. So nanti bila you makan cookies tu pun, it's not chunky and everything is fine lah. Alright, next we can still use this sebab nanti dia akan combine balik. I need to add kuning telur, masukkan kuning telur. So that's also the other thing lah. Contoh lah, you don't have a Thermomix. Nak kena have a lot of different bowls to have to wash later. So bila you pakai Thermomix, semua pun masuk dalam one bowl je. So it's very clean. Lepas tu kalau you live in condo like me, you know like space is a big deal lah. Kalau you tak ada space nanti pakai banyak sangat bowl, mana lah letak bowl ni takut terpecah, terjatuh ke apa kan. So you use it in such way to avoid all the mess lah, okay? So this is using 1 pinch of salt. Next, and then recipe ni dia kata letak vanilla sugar. So just so happens I do have vanilla sugar. How vanilla sugar is different from normal sugar is dia sebenarnya incorporate vanilla in it je for the smell, for the aroma. You can also make your own vanilla sugar je. But this one I'm using the pre-made vanilla. So just like a quarter of a spoon. And then you add the reserved sugar that you blended just now, which is here. Okay, so 160, around 50 grams. If you can see from the screen, kalau you nampak gambar bowl ni kan, it's actually showing that you can measure sambil you masak. So kalau you tak ada, you kena ambil a measuring scale. You timbang kat sana, lepas tu transfer pula balik kat dalam. But this one, no, you just masukkan terus. So it's like super easy. Tak perlu nak susah-susah dah. Alright, so this is 50. Okay, next. Tutup balik. Lepas tu, okay, so this will mix for 3 minutes, okay? 3 minutes at speed 5. So, in the meantime, in 2 minutes, I want to share you about macam yang Amirah sebut tadi. We also have a Telegram. We compiled a lot of recipes, recipe yang memang all the users, we are users in Malaysia pakai. Contoh dia, you nak buat rendang ayam ke ayam masak kicap je ke macam tu, okay? Sebab dalam cookie dough ni, before dia masuk, dia kena go through like food testers in France baru dia masuk. But bukannya to say you are limited to the choices dalam cookie dough. Kalau you ada your own recipe pun, yang recipe turun-temurun ke apa, we can convert that recipe into a Thermomix recipe. So nanti you masak pakai Thermomix macam biasa je lah. So our Telegram pun kalau you jenis yang macam OCD sikit tengok nak kena kemaskan everything, we actually sort all the recipes according to the type of food. So dia macam ada seafood, lepas tu dia ada chicken, dia ada quick meals, dia ada according to celebrations. We compile even e-books dalam tu. So every event yang ada, contoh dia Mother's Day, Father's Day, sebelumnya ada keluar e-book. So we prepare it dalam Telegram group tu. Nanti you nak cari tu senang. So it's like very convenient lah. I think nowadays everything is about convenience kan. Even Thermomix itself is about convenience for you in a very busy life nowadays. So bila you pakai Telegram group tu memang senang. Another convenience that you get is of course our support group. Our support group is in WhatsApp. And then all advisors are actually in the support group too. So say you have your own advisor to busy ke apa, we have a lot of other helpful advisors who will also share with you tips or reply to your answers, okay? And then we also, the group is quite happening juga. So every day adalah orang akan post, okay hari ni I masak, macam tadi Zarina kata tepung pelita kan. Sometimes you jam tak tahu nak masak apa. So you buka group tu, you tengok orang masak apa, and then you check your ingredients, boleh buat juga. So it's very convenient lah. You have someone telling you what you can cook for the day. Alright? Okay. Other than that, yeah, macam sekarang ni I'm making my own Raya cookies. So for this year I have made honey cornflakes, peanut butter cookies. Oh my god, yang peanut butter cookies tu, it is so nice sebab dia peanut butter yang you letak jam. And then the jam is also something yang I made using Thermomix. So yeah, sebab you boleh biar you punya machine run sendiri kan. So the jam dia masak tu and then dia keringkan, it's like it solidifies your jam. So I made raspberry jam and I made buah tin, fig jam. So I had like 2 different types of peanut butter cookies, which was like, I think it's also the peanut butter type. So you can also make your own peanut butter, okay? But that is definitely a recipe to try lah. Okay. So next, I can add in cranberries. Since I do have cranberries, I'm going to put them inside. But if you jenis tak suka nak letak, you just want plain chocolate cookies, tak perlu letak pun. Okay. And then add in the reserved chocolate mixture. So yang ni tadi, you masukkan kat dalam. Alright. Lepas tu, I think you will mix this too. Next, yeah. So tutup and then let it mix again. So yeah, you're like cooking sambil dah bersiap. In case you have like a guest, it's very convenient lah. Okay. Semalam, so we were cooking while with our guests, while pakai baju hari, so it was so much fun.
Ya, betul. So basically dengan Thermomix ni you boleh pakai, macam I lepas ni I ada guest datang. So I dah pakai baju kurung. So you pakai baju lawa pun don't worry. You macam you masak sambal pun takkan terpecik lah dekat you punya baju.
Alright, so yeah, 30 seconds done. Actually, these are all the bowls. I tak perlu pun tadi, tapi sebab I nak pre-measure for this demo, so kena cuci lah. But in a normal day, if you have your own Thermomix at home, ni tak perlu. You just put everything in a bowl. So kurang benda yang you nak masak. Alright. Okay. So this one says I have to transfer it out. Okay. And then I will transfer it out here later. But the next step is I need to whip the egg whites. So I actually, to save time, I have another bowl here. Okay, to save time, I have another bowl here to whisk the egg whites. Kita nak pupuk telur putih tu, kita pakai butterfly whisk ni. Dia ada cara dia, so that's mainly why you have to have active advisor juga lah to help you to navigate how to use all this machine. It's very easy, but some things you still need guidance on. Okay, so you put it on. Lepas tu you add the egg whites. Where's my egg white? Sekejap I letak dalam fridge tadi. Alright, so egg white goes in. And then bila dia pukul tu, oh cantik, memang cantik. I suka lah bila dia pukul egg white tu. We just change this to a clean one. Alright. So you will want to see how this egg white turns out to be, okay? Okay, and then sekarang ni, dia macam ada set temperature 50 degrees Celsius. So if you are doing this while doing a mixer, you cannot introduce heat lah, macam 50 degrees Celsius kan. And then if you're using a stove, you pakai stove, macam mana you nak tahu dia 50 degrees Celsius? Takkan nak pakai thermometer boleh, but very leceh lah. So sekarang ni you just biar je, it's like, it will adjust itself to a precise temperature of 50 degrees Celsius. And then in the meantime, what you can do is, macam yang ni tadi, I have to transfer it out. So I'm just going to transfer this into this bowl, okay? So other than that, yeah, if anyone has any questions, you can definitely post in the chat, okay? And then apa lagi benda yang I masak? Because I have a daughter, most of the time memang masak tu kena ikut tekak dia lah kan. She, not to say very picky, but she loves to eat noodles. So sebelum ni macam pasta, one kind of pasta je. It's like bolognese pasta all the way. But you know what? After Thermomix, you can make your own carbonara sauce. You can make your own aglio olio. Lepas tu, you can make your own. I think there's a viral recipe right now. I haven't converted that one yet. It's called a feta cheese tomato recipe. So I'm very excited to try new recipes juga, even though, you know, kalau tak ada Thermomix tu, not sure when I will try it. Mungkin ada, but it will take time. Okay. All right, so it's smelling like super chocolatey in here right now. Yeah, I love it. And another mode that is great bila you exploring baking dengan Thermomix is the pre-clean mode. So nanti, maybe I'll just start the pre-clean in a bit, and then you get to see macam mana while you're doing something else, someone else is washing the dishes for you. Isn't that great? Rasa ramai orang tak suka cuci pinggan kan? So next, let's see how it goes here. Like clouds. Can you see that? So dia macam introduce air, so dia become macam airy and cloudy kan. So this is the egg whites lah. So what I'm supposed to do is, I'm supposed to fold these egg whites into here. Okay. Lepas tu masukkan dalam fridge in 30 minutes. Lepas 30 minutes, put them in the oven for 180 degrees Celsius. So now before I pass over to Zarina again to show her rendang, I just wanted to show you how the pre-clean works in the initial stage lah. So you just masukkan air dalam 1 liter, and then you masukkan your dish soap, just 1 drop. Lepas tu you just close it, and then you just look up. So in 7 minutes, it will clean it. Super convenient. Okay. So you just go press the home button and then access your pre-clean. And then you start it. In 8 minutes, it will clean itself. Lepas tu you kena bilas je. Okay. So now I'm going to pass it to Zarina dulu. Okay, I'm going to shape these cookies, and after that, I will see you again to show you the end result. All right. Zarina, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you, Zuka.
Thank you, Zuka. Over to Zarina back. Okay.
Tak dengar.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to continue now.
Zarina mute kot. Yeah.
Yes.
Zarina, yeah, I can hear you. Boleh.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so it's at our final step ni. Okay, it smells really good. The thing with the Thermomix is, dia masak mana-mana je. It's really portable, outdoor ke, dekat your dining ke, dia tak ada bau, dia tak ada melekat lah bau-bau kat badan ke. So if you nak cantik-cantik masak pun boleh, alright? So now dia kata, you have to put in the curry seed. So I'm going to sambung. So 50 grams of curry seed. Even this curry seed, you can make it your own self, okay, using the Thermomix. So kalau nak prep untuk raya tu, bolehlah buat in the Thermomix ni, okay, your own curry seed and all. Okay, so and then next lagi, it says 100 grams of coconut milk. Okay, so because I guna cili padi tadi, I tambah lebih sikit lah my coconut milk ni, so that tak berapa pedas. Okay, so you can always adjust ikut cita rasa you, don't worry. Okay, and then kita just mix lagi je. Okay, so 1 to 2 teaspoon of salt. So ni pun you guys can adjust. Like ni I letak 2 teaspoon. Okay, and then next lagi 45 grams of gula melaka, palm sugar. Tapi I tak suka rendang air manis, so I tukar juga. You can put lah macam I letak 15 grams of sugar. Okay, about a tablespoon of sugar sahaja. Alright, so don't worry kalau rasa macam nak ikut your own recipe, boleh je. Boleh adjust lah. And then 3 daun limau urut ni, okay, just masukkan. Okay, and then next, 1 turmeric leaf. Okay, kita kena slice thinly lah. Okay, so I'm just going to put in some sebab later nak garnish sikit using the daun kunyit ni. Okay, so and then that's it. Okay, so dia kata without the measuring cup. Okay, so kita cabut je measuring cup ni. Okay, so next lagi for 10 minutes varoma temperature. Okay, so dia macam steaming ya. Varoma is actually vapor aroma. So guna varoma, turn speed selector as to speed spoon. Okay, so on reverse again using the blunt side, kita turn it to spoon, the slowest stir. Okay, so that's about it. Later dah siap, I will show you guys the final dish and I akan garnish with the daun kunyit tadi. Thank you. I'll pass it over to Swee San.
Thank you, Zarina. So before I pass over to Swee, Swee San, I will pass to our last chef, which is Swee San. Okay, she will be making Pau Sambal. Okay, okay. So over to you, Swee San. Enjoy, everyone.
Hello. Hi, everyone hear me?
Hiya.
Yeah, okay, great. Okay, so my name is Swee San and today I'll be showing how to make Pau Sambal. So before anything else, I will start with making the dough first because it will take some time. This is a cookie dough recipe. Basically, you can just find the recipe, save it, and then it will sync to the Thermomix. So I'll press start. And it says to place in the water. So normally if I am making at home by myself, I'm not doing any demo, I will just take a jug and then just pour everything without pre-measuring anything because there is a built-in scale. So after the sugar, after the water, I add in sugar. Then next. So basically, it's very easy. All you need to do is just follow the instructions. If you know how to read, then I can simply say you know how to cook as well. Yeah, so add in the yeast. And then 20 grams of butter. So it will say that you can add egg, but if let's say you don't have an egg, you want to use water, they will also show you like a substitute. So I'll add egg, and then it says insert measuring cup under it, and it will actually heat up to 37 degrees Celsius. So a little bit information about myself. So I used to be a pastry chef for many years ago. So I always do a lot of baking, a lot of breads, cupcakes and stuff. So basically, when we are making bread, it's very difficult to know whether your yeast is active or not. Like people always say, oh, you must knead the dough until it becomes window pane. Like if you're the first time making bread, how do you know what is window pane? How do you know whether my yeast is active or not? How do you know how to activate the yeast? What do you mean by that? There's so many questions for a first timer to ask. But if you're a first timer, if you have never made bread before, and if you're going to use the Thermomix to make bread using the cookie dough recipe, you will most likely jadi because it will help you to activate the yeast by 20 to 37 degrees Celsius, and you don't have to worry whether your water is too hot or too cold. Like because sometimes people say add in room temperature water, but what is room temperature water? Like room temperature differs in every household, maybe in different countries as well. So it's sometimes too technical because baking can be a bit technical, but with the Thermomix, everything is already preset for you. That you can just put in everything and then follow the steps at the same time. Yeah, so now it's adjusting the temperature, and I also added in butter. So what we will do is we will melt the butter at the same time. So instead of putting the butter in a microwave or melting it on the stove or somewhere else, you can just put everything in and then it will melt it for you. Yeah, so that's almost done. So when, see what the next step is. Yeah, so when it's done, just press next. And it says to add 400 grams of plain flour. So I'm going to add in flour. And 1 teaspoon of salt. And then it will automatically turn on to dough mode. So what the dough mode does is it's actually helping you to knead the dough. Like if you are using hand kneading, you don't have any equipment at home. If you are doing hand kneading for the first time, it will take 15 to 20 minutes to knead the dough. So it's actually a very time-consuming thing, and then nobody wants to knead the dough for 20 minutes because you can do it make more things in 20 minutes. So this one only takes about 3 minutes, and then some certain recipes only take 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and even up to only 5 minutes. So it's very, very easy. It's very fast that you can make anything you want at home. Like let's say your kids, if they want mantou, or if they want sandwich bread, or if they want chocolate bread, you know, everything you can make very easily at home. Just you can either look for the recipe cookie dough, or you can ask our team of advisors or search at the recipe. So this is kneading. I will show you the end product of the bread, because the bread proofing needs some time. That one I cannot control. That one really needs some time. So I've already pre-made the bread according to the instructions on cookie dough. So this bread is actually fried, but also you can bake it in the oven. So I've already fried this yesterday. So it's nice, like little donut balls that I will fill it up with the sambal later. Okay, so while this is kneading, I will just explain, like I said just now, Thermomix is very convenient, where you can make a lot of things very fast and easy. So apart from cooking or apart from kneading bread, you can also make drinks. The first drink that I've tried of Thermomix is, of course, lemonade, and you can ask everyone. Lemonade is probably the best drink you can make. From using the Thermomix. It only takes like 2 seconds. Actually, not 2 seconds, but about 6 seconds. Yeah. So you can also make like margarita, alcoholic or non-alcoholic, it's up to you. You can also make calamansi juice. Yesterday we had a Raya party, and then everyone was just making a lot of things using just Thermomix. You can make sweet, you can make savory, you can make jam, you can make ice cream, you can make so many things. The choice is really up to you. So you can also make ice blended coffee. So let's say if you go to Starbucks, a frappe would cost, I think, about 16 or 18 now. Not very sure what's the price now, but if you're only making it at home, it's only going to cost you maybe 1 or 2 ringgit, because you only need coffee, ice, milk, and all these ingredients. So you can make exactly the same thing using the Thermomix. Okay, so this is done. I'm going to show you. So after just about 3 minutes, the dough is kneaded very nicely. So if you are going to use hand kneading, it actually will take a very long time. Even if you use a bread maker, it will also take like 10 to 15 minutes. If you use a stand mixer, it will take about 8 to 10 minutes as well. I've tried all the methods, and this is really the fastest way. And not only is fast, it's also effective. Like it really, later when you make the bread and fry it, it will also come out like how it is, like how you would eat it outside. So I will scoop this out. So the recipe would tell you to transfer the dough onto a pastry mat and shape onto a ball. So the cookie dough recipe is not just telling you what ingredients to put in, but it will also tell you what you should do the next step, how you should place it, how high of temperature oven you should put. So it's quite clear. Just this out. So it says to put on the pastry mat, but I'm putting it in a bowl. So as you can see, there's a little bit of dough stuck there, but I will show you an easy trick to get the dough out easily. Basically, you can go back to the normal screen and go to the mode of turbo. And then you can turn to 2 seconds. So what it does is it will actually spin and make all the dough get stuck to the bowl like that, so that it's easy for you to scoop out the rest of the dough. Okay, so I'm just going to give this a quick rinse and then come back in 1 minute. Okay, so I've rinsed the bowl and I'm going to continue to the sambal. So it even tells you to divide the dough into 20 portions, which is what we are going to do later. But I'm not going to show you because I've already cooked the bread. So it will also tell you how long to prove it for, what you should do in the next step. So all you need to do is just follow the steps. Okay, so now to make sambal, these are my ingredients. So it says to place 20 grams of dried chili, which is already deseeded, soaked, and softened. So funny story is I don't really cook spicy food. I mean sambal, because I don't really know how to. The very first time during MCO I cooked sambal, I don't know that I need to deseed it actually. So my sambal ended up to be super spicy, and this was before I got the Thermomix. And it was so spicy that I kept adding a lot of sugar. I was like, why is it so spicy? Because the recipe didn't say I have to deseed it. Nobody said anything. So for very first timers like me to cook sambal, it was a rookie mistake. But then after that I realized, oh, okay, if I am going to make the sambal on the Thermomix for the first time, at least they will tell me to deseed it and I'll figure out how to deseed. So you can also deseed the dried chilies using the Thermomix, which is much faster than using the manual way. So 150 grams of shallots. So shallots, you can also peel the skin using the Thermomix. Then dried gummy leaves. Yeah, so it's gonna blend everything together.
Okay, so
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. So once it's blended, you can see. Oh my god, too spicy.
Actually, to do sambal with Thermomix is very easy, right, Swee San?
Yeah. So in my household, my mom, she never cooked sambal before at home actually. So
Is it?
yeah. So when I first cook sambal, it's like I have to guess whether this is correct or not. I'm not very sure. The end product comes out and it's super spicy. I have to eat and cry at the same time.
Yes.
So it was a horrifying experience. Maybe for all of you, like cooking sambal is very easy, but then for me it's like wow, super hard.
I pun tak pandai okay buat sambal.
Yeah. After that, when I got the Thermomix, then I realized, oh, actually, it's not too difficult. So this is how it is after it's blended. So it's going to blend it a little bit more. Yeah. So normally, if you are having to blend anything, you will need a separate blender, or you will always have to stop and scrape and like gonjang that thing so that it gets blended properly. But using the Thermomix, you can blend, you can cook, you can knead. So far, what other modes have we seen? We've seen like how you can make sweets, make savory, make bread with it. So it's definitely a very multi-purpose tool. So we're going to scrape down the sides of this mixing bowl. Then it's going to cook. So it says to add 50 grams of cooking oil. And some yellow onions, which have already cut into thin slices. Then it's going to cook for 8 minutes. So with the Thermomix, the temperature, everything is already controlled. So all you need to do is just put it in, close it, and then press next or press start, or turn it to the speed that you are at. So yes, so I was at drinks, and then you can also make your own chicken stock. Like just now, Zuka made icing sugar using caster sugar, so you don't really have to store a lot of ingredients at home. You can make almond meal using just whole almonds. You don't have to store like so many types of nuts at home as well. So how I came about Glamomix is so I'm currently living in my parents' house. So over the years, I've collected many cooking appliances. And then, so now I have to move out. I have to move into our smaller home for me and my husband. And then I realized that I cannot take all the cooking appliances. It's just impossible. And a lot of cooking appliances just take up a lot of counter space. And it's just very a lot of clutter. So if let's say you don't want to use the equipment, you have to put it inside your cabinet. And whatever they put inside your cabinet, you will not use it for the next 6 months or for the next 1 year. So because Susah, you have to pick it out, take it in, take it out, take it in. So it really is not something that is very convenient. So last year, when we bought a house, then I realized that I have to downsize the kitchen. So now I have to look for other alternatives. And then because last year Thermomix was very popular, then I came to know about it. Then I decided to buy it because then that's all I need in the kitchen. I don't need blender, I don't need sous vide, I don't need ice cream machine, I don't need all those special appliances. Even the basic appliances, like even a steamer, I don't need a steamer as well because I can steam and cook at the same time. So yeah, so ever since I really don't use whatever cooking appliances anymore. All I've been using is the stove. Sometimes I want to fry an egg, and also the Thermomix. So your kitchen don't have to be fully cluttered. You know, it's very nice and neat, and you don't have to create a space to store your appliances that you might or might not use. So a lot of people, maybe they don't have a lot of space in the kitchen. This is definitely a very good investment that you can consider. So what I thought about steaming is, so my mom doesn't make sambal, but she steams a lot. So we always have like steamed fish, steamed chicken, steamed egg, steamed tofu, basically everything like you can steam one. So with the Thermomix, we can do 2, 3, or even 4-layer cooking. So just now Amirah have already explained our set of aroma and simmering basket. So what it does is you can cook soup underneath, and then you can put the simmering basket inside here. You can put potatoes, you can put rice, you can put, even if you don't want to eat carbs, like if you are very healthy and you are counting your calories, if you don't want to put potato or sweet potato, you can put vegetables inside as well, or pumpkin, healthier cuts, I would say. And then over here, we will stack this on top. And then there's 2 layers. So you can cook, you can put like steam a bowl, and then you can steam egg inside, and you can steam a whole fish inside. So sometimes what I do at home is I will cook rice inside here, and then I will put depending like if I want to make a steamed tofu or steamed egg, I will put on this layer, and then after that I will put steamed fish on this layer, and then I will have 2 ingredients and 1 rice. And if I want soup, I can also make the soup underneath. So steaming is actually very good because you ensures the vitamin and the nutrients are still intact, and also it doesn't leave a messy kitchen. Although actually cooking with Thermomix is very easy. Like last time, the very first time I made sambal, my stove, around my stove was actually very messy. My floor is oily, my wall is like oily lah. Like I'm sure you guys know. So now I'm cooking the sambal inside here. I don't have to do anything after that. I just need to wash the bowl, and then that's it. So everything around me is very clean. It's I don't have to control the fire. I don't have to stir. I don't have to smell like sambal. So I just need to stand and put everything inside. Yep. So it's going to take another 2 more minutes. And yes, I have shown you my the little balls of bread here. So what else can I talk about? Yes. So with the temperature control here, you're actually cooking at 120 Celsius, which is sort of the max as your stir frying ingredients. Especially vegetables, you want to preserve the nutrient, and especially when you're cooking certain things like melting chocolate, melting butter, or kneading the bread, you don't want the temperature to be too high or too low. You can use a thermometer to control, but you have to then use another item to and then you have to wash another item. So it's actually a little bit susah lah, like too much work, I would call it. Yeah. So this sambal, yeah, so apart from making sambal, usually I would use it for very quick and easy dinner cooking. I would just make something very simple that you can finish in half an hour and then serve it, because at the end of the day, I think we all want very easy cooking. We don't want it to be messy. We don't want our kitchen to be messy. we want it to be nutritious as well. Of course, we can cook it on stove, we can cook it anywhere we want, but sometimes we overcook it and we don't know our nutrients of the vegetable is already gone, or if we boil the vegetable, the nutrients are all actually in the water, it's not in the vegetable anymore. So steaming is good, cooking at the right temperature is also very important. So that's good to remember that Thermomix can help us to cook easily and fast, but also healthier than the regular way. Yeah, so this is done. So yes. So if I'm going to cook this on the stove and they ask me to miss or something, which is a term I'm not very familiar with, I will probably do something wrong as well. So yeah, so now the you can see there is no burnt marks in the underneath the mixing bowl. Basically everything is cooked well and stirred in properly. So next, they will ask me to add 30 grams of dried ikan bilis. And then add salt. Half teaspoon of salt. And some sugar. And 10 grams of tamarind paste. So since there is a built-in scale, I just scoop it out like that because it's easy. Like this is the normal way of how I cook, and then some water. And then next, we're going to put this to cook again for 2 minutes. While this is cooking, I'm going to pass back to Amirah so that she can continue. Hi, Amirah. That's Amirah.
Hi. Sorry. Okay.
Back to you, Amirah.
Okay. Thank you, Swee San. Sorry. Okay. So it's already 12:12. Okay. So we have seen all three chefs cooking. All the Raya open house punya food. Okay. So I baru tahu Swee San is actually a chef. Is it? You're actually a chef. Okay. All right. Okay. So before I end the session, let me show you the payment plan. Okay. So I bet mesti semua macam, oh okay, macam I just know that Thermomix can do so many things, and so mesti ramai yang nak tahu what is the payment plan. Macam mana I nak dapatkan Thermomix ni? Okay. The best time now to get is actually sekarang. Okay. Jangan fikir panjang sebab lagi seminggu je company akan naikkan the deposit. Okay, let me show you the poster. Okay, sekarang ni the deposit is 2,988. After this is no more 2,988. Okay, the company will increase the deposit. Okay, so if you want to get it now. Reach out to your advisor. Cakap, okay, you know what, I'm gonna get the Thermomix. And is how you want to get the Thermomix? Dia ada 3 cara. First is full payment. Okay, you boleh bayar guna credit card or bank transfer. Okay, and you will get additional gift. Okay, installment plan is also available. The credit card available is Maybank, Public Bank, Hong Leong Bank, and CMB Bank. Okay, selain from this bank, you cannot use the credit card. So the installment payment is up to 24 months, and the best thing is 0% interest. Tak ada interest pun. So kalau you ada credit card, dia macam beli iPhone lah. You just imagine macam you bayar iPhone, tapi yang boleh guna ni the whole family boleh take advantage from it. Okay. So kalau you ada credit card, just check out dekat your advisor, you fill out the details and that's it. You dah dapat dah your Thermomix. Okay, within 3 to 7 days the delivery. Okay, and credit card ni kena make sure you ada allocation 6,988. Make sure you ada that free free amount dekat credit card you. Contohnya maximum credit card you ada 10,000. Make sure you ada 7,000 tu untuk nak guna, untuk the bank to deduct the amount. Okay, so the third one, kalau you tak ada credit card, don't worry. you boleh bayar deposit dengan installment plan. Okay, so you kena bayar 2,998 cash, and the balance installment you boleh bayar 4,000 ni you boleh bayar 6, 12 hingga 18 bulan. Okay, so kalau you tak ada credit card, don't worry, you kena bayar deposit je. So deposit ni okay, kalau you rasa macam, oh okay, I don't have that much cash. Macam I cakap tadi, you boleh jual balik macam, you know, it's just an idea lah. You boleh jual your liquid CLC ke, kalau you ada a lot of kitchen appliances, you can sell it and just make that deposit payment, because you know what, this is the last chance untuk you dapat deposit this low. Lepas ni company dah naikkan and no more 2,188, and balance tu you bayar macam biasa je, 18 months, RM222 per month tu paling lowest, 18 bulan. Okay, okay, faham tak? Okay, actually I kena rush, kena cepat sebab I just got the news that my atuk is already not well, so I'll go through very fast the presentation. So this is the host gift. The host gift, you akan dapat this thermoserver 1.0 liter. Okay, so both of this is worth RM460. Okay, you just imagine you bukan dapat satu tau, you dapat dua. Thermoserver ni actually siapa yang ada Thermomix ramai sangat yang nak. Okay, kegunaan dia ialah kalau you nak buat macam dulu lah, I puasa kan. I dengan family I puasa, I masak awal tau, pukul 5 I dah siap masak dah. So I akan letak thermoserver ni, bila I serve pukul 7.30 dah buka puasa, dia still panas. So it can retain the heat, and satu ni, both ni harga dia RM480. So you akan dapat free. So you kena host lah, you kena host cooking demo, you bagi 3 or more names to your advisor, and lepas tu you boleh redeem your host gift, okay? Okay, so kalau you bayar full payment, this is an advantage. If you have the cash, I advise you untuk bayar full payment sebab you akan dapat another free gift worth RM380. You akan dapat bag ni for free. Or kalau you guna credit card, you akan dapat one pot wonder cookbook for free, which is worth RM160. Okay, so 10 more days to go. This is not 10 more days sebab next week is dah last. So take this time now, take the chance untuk bayar this deposit, which is at 2,988. Else the deposit will go higher, and you know lagi susah actually nak own the Thermomix. Okay, so bring home and enjoy. This is what you will get when you buy the Thermomix. You akan dapat VIP cooking classes, free delivery, tak kisah Sabah Sarawak semua dapat free delivery. You akan dapat juga the basic cookbook, unboxing service. So you boleh cakap, request dekat your advisor, cakap, okay Mira, I nak unboxing service. Kalau you duduk around your advisor area, then you know you are good to go. You boleh request dekat dia, okay I nak buat unboxing daripada depan. So that is one, you know, you pay the Thermomix sekali dengan the after sale service, which is for me very, very important. So your advisor akan guide you macam mana nak guna Thermomix ni, okay? So you boleh fully utilize your Thermomix, and you pun rasa puas hati bayar, you know, at that price. And also, you akan dapat warranty, 2 years warranty. So kalau ada any problem je, okay, you cakap kat your advisor, cakap my Thermomix ada masalah. So nanti boleh lah, your advisor can bawa dia ke HQ, okay? Alright, okay, so Thermomix is all you ever need. Memang, you know, I tak tahu nak cakap macam mana lagi. You dah nampak kan macam mana our chef, you know, guna baju kurung, boleh masak. You know, macam sambal semua, you boleh masak, memang is very effortless lah. Asalkan you ada, you got the, you know, this Thermomix ni, you tak adalah orang cakap, okay, orang malas dia masak kan. Actually, you kena rajin. Okay, tak kisahlah you nak buat apa, you rajin, you nak buat apa you buat. Asalkan ada bahan, memang sangat-sangat senang. Okay, it's all you ever need from breakfast up to dinner. Okay, so life with Thermomix, this is life with Thermomix. What I can conclude is that it's very effortless, you save time, energy, and you pun sebenarnya you masak tu you rasa happy tau. Macam I masak, I rasa happy, I tak rasa stress. It's in fact macam, you just imagine you masak dah lah, you rasa best kan masak guna Thermomix kan. So you boleh nampak macam anak you makan, your family semua makan masakan you masak semua sedap-sedap. So that is what you get lah, you know. Good eating, good eating habit, and auto cooking and washing. Itu pun sebenarnya advantage if you buy Thermomix. Okay. Okay, so I'll go very fast because I really need to rush to the hospital. Okay, who else needs a Thermomix? Each one of you, you know, you really need Thermomix. I believe that. Tak kisahlah you a doctor ke, you housewife ke, you are a professional chef, even a Michelin chef pun ada Thermomix. Busy professional especially yang tak ada masa nak masak, you know, yang setiap hari order Grab food. You know, you need some changes lah. Sebab I think like few days ago I ada dapat message from my customer dia dah beli dah. Dia cakap, Amirah, you know what, my husband dia baru check up and dia ada high glucose bukan glucose level, high cholesterol. So dia memang kena ni lah, in and out masuk hospital kan. So you have to start your eating habit, you know. So start cooking at home, you know, don't kita boleh makan kat luar, but you have to know what you eat lah kan. Sebab kita tak tahu berapa banyak minyak yang dia letak, how many MSGs, you know. So if you cook at home, you tahu apa benda yang you letak dalam makanan you. So yeah, invest in one. Trust me, is worth it, you know. Very, yeah, just start from now. Okay, so the best way to multiply your happiness is for you to be an advisor. Okay, so kalau you nak you jadi advisor, okay, this is our cooking demo. Next week Saturday ada lagi cooking demo dekat HQ. Actually semalam kita ada baru buat cooking demo, Raya cooking demo. So our branch manager Zarina, okay, very pretty lady. Tengok dia pun macam at her age she still look very very, you know, glowy and cantik. Dia punya rahsia dia is makan makanan Thermomix. Okay, so next week 21 Mei, you can save the date kalau you rasa macam still doubt. Betul, okay. Okay, so jom attend our cooking demo. You kena register, takut dah penuh. So siapa yang rasa macam husband dia macam you know, still tak bagi green light kan, you bawa angkut your husband pergi HQ demo ni. So biar dia tengok depan mata terbeliak kan. So jom datang our HQ demo next week and join us as an advisor. Is a really fun experience. Memang sangat best jadi advisor ni. You masak best and you will earn good commission, you know. So if you want to know more, reach out to your advisor and tanya dia macam I rasa it's time lah I nak jadi advisor sebab banyak sangat my customer yang dah lama guna. Last time saya cakap Amirah, I rasa I nak jadi advisor lah sebab ramai sangat my cousin, my friend tanya pasal Thermomix. So you can you know you boleh tanya macam mana nak jadi advisor, and this is the kit, you know, you can choose either one. Dulu tak ada tahu RM200 ni, dia dah masukkan, tapi baru je this period the HQ start to bring this back. All you need to pay is only this one. Tapi I akan suggest you to ambil premium kit sebab you akan dapat trolley bag. All of this the value is double, okay. So actually you tak rugi pun you bayar ni sebab you akan dapat trolley bag, thermomat, you know, this everything lah, the ingredient bag. So yeah, choose which one that you want and reach out to your advisor, cakap you nak jadi advisor sebab trust me, it will be fun and it will be so worth it. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all. Thank you so much for those who joined, and I need to end the presentation because I need to rush to the hospital. And have a great Raya, and thank you. Bye. Thank you semua. Bye.
This might be.
Oh, sorry. Okay, awas ya, I lupa. Okay, before that, I nak tunjuk apa yang kita dah masak. Okay, Zarina, kita spotlight kat Zarina dulu. Okay, Zarina, okay, tengok apa Zarina. Okay, kita take spotlight semualah. Okay, at spotlight. Okay, you can see what they cook, right? Wow, bestnya. Thank you everyone. Thank you to all the chef and thank you to those who joined. Okay, you can screenshot this. Okay, thank you. Thank you everyone. Bye.
Have a good day. Assalamualaikum.
Have a good day. Bye.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.